What was it about him that was different from the rest? Walter knew he couldn't just ask. He was aware that his ethnicity meant automatic rejection, even worse than any other boy who had tried to approach her. Nevertheless, Walter's curiosity was instantly ignited by that captivating smile of Lynn's. Unable to resist, he tries once again to steal another glimpse of her perfect profile, his gaze fixated on every delicate detail. Walter sat in his French class, his attention divided between the lesson and the captivating presence of Lynn, who was seated beside him. He tried his best to be discreet, careful not to stare for too long, but he couldn't help but find himself increasingly fixated by her beauty. Lynn's long blonde hair was like a shining cascade, flowing down her back in luxurious waves. The striking shade of blonde seemed to flicker under the sunlight, giving her an ethereal glow that was impossible to ignore. Walter found himself drawn to the way the golden strands glistened as if they held a secret radiance that only enhanced Lynn's enchanting allure. As Walter glanced at Lynn's perfectly crafted hairstyle, he couldn't help but be mesmerized. The back of her hair was neatly tied up in a ponytail, showcasing its length and volume. Two delicate rolling curls framed her face, adding a touch of grace and sophistication to her overall look. It was as if every strand of hair was meticulously placed, enhancing Lynn's natural beauty even more. But it wasn't just Lynn's hair that captivated Walter's attention. He found himself completely entranced by her radiant facial features, which seemed only heaven would have sent to an angel. The sounds of a song from real life ran in his head, adding a melodic soundtrack to his thoughts. Every feature on her face harmoniously blended, creating a perfect symphony of beauty that could rival any chart-topping hit. Nobody else could match the captivating allure that Lynn's face possessed. As Walter's gaze shifted downward, he couldn't help but notice Lynn's stylish white dress shirt, which gracefully accentuated her figure. The fitted shirt hugged her curves, creating a soft and smooth silhouette that highlighted her femininity. The buttons on the shirt strained against the fabric, like a dam holding back a reservoir of water. It was surely the first thing any young boy would notice. Walter was aware of this and had to resist staring for too long, fearing he would be judged even before he spoke. However, this subtle tension added an element of allure to Lynn's appearance, making it impossible for Walter to look away from her captivating presence. Completing her attire, Lynn confidently wore a smart black tie that added an air of intelligence and sophistication to her ensemble. It rested neatly down the middle of her shirt, resembling a river flowing between two mountains. The tie, while lending a touch of masculinity, perfectly balanced her overall look and highlighted her unique style. It symbolized her sharp intellect and portrayed her as a woman of substance, effortlessly commanding attention and respect. As Walter continued to admire Lynn's beauty, he couldn't help but notice the delicate details of her outfit. The vibrant red color of her skirt added an extra touch of elegance to her appearance. The way the fabric flowed and draped over her legs highlighted their flawless and smooth texture. There wasn't a single mark or blemish to be seen, making them even more enchanting. Lynn's legs seemed to emit a radiant glow, further enhancing her overall charm and allure. It was undeniable that she was like an angel in their homeroom. Even though Walter was drawn to Lynn's captivating presence, he felt a sense of shyness and had to quickly avert his gaze to avoid being caught staring. He couldn't help but wonder if Lynn had mesmerizing blue eyes, just like the lyrics of the J. Giles song suggested. However, he didn't dare to take the risk of locking eyes with her to find out. And let's not forget about Lynn's cute white sneakers, which added a youthful charm to her appearance. Not only did they provide comfort and ease of movement, but they also brought a playful and endearing touch to Lynn's overall look. Tied to the laces was a small pink bunny ornament, symbolizing her fun-loving nature and adding a touch of whimsy to her ensemble. It was these small details that made Lynn all the more endearing to Walter. As his eyes remain transfixed, he finds himself suspended in a timeless moment, completely lost in the presence before him. But alas, Walter's prolonged stare does not go unnoticed. Lynn catches him once more, her expression adorned with a smile so delicate, yet so significant. And to his astonishment, a soft, melodious giggle escapes her lips like a secret shared between them. Overwhelmed by this unexpected response, Walter hastily averts his eyes, returning to the safety of his book. But within the depths of his being, he is left in a state of utter bewilderment. Uncertain of her intentions, Walter's mind races with a barrage of questions, each one more elusive than the last. Was she laughing at him? Or perhaps, was she flattered by his admiration? Could it be that she found his presence repulsive? Or is she merely teasing him, playfully toying with his emotions? The enigma that is Lynn leaves him puzzled, his heart yearning for answers that seem to dance just out of reach. Walter could not bring himself to make things worse. He knew that one wrong move, one more attempt to catch a glimpse of Lynn, could ruin any chance of getting closer to her. The fear of being labeled a pervert or a weirdo loomed over him, threatening to shatter any hope he had of building a connection with her. But despite his best efforts to keep his gaze straight and focused, questions and scenarios started flooding his mind. What if he had the courage to approach her? What if he could strike up a conversation and find common ground? The possibilities seemed endless, and as his imagination took hold, reality began to merge with fantasy. In this mix of thoughts and emotions, Walter found himself caught between the realm of wishes and the realm of facts. He yearned for a chance to know Lynn, to understand her beyond her stunning appearance. Hopefulness intertwined with the harsh reality of his circumstances, creating a tangled web of conflicting emotions.